Dale Ketchum with Space Florida. Good morning, Dale.
Morning.
Reem Natafshi with Brevard Health Alliance.
Good morning.
And Vinny Toronto with Media Over Matter, who's joining us, I think, this morning as a guest, but he will also participate if we have the time and the room for that. So I've invited each of our board member alumni to join us today to offer a brief testimonial about their experience with their Leadership Brevard class. We've been doing this since 1986, and the 2026 class represents our 40th anniversary. So we're pretty excited about that and hope you all are too. So if we'd like to begin with a quick testimonial from each of you in perhaps the order I introduced you makes the most sense at this point. Scott?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, everybody. So Leadership Brevard was truly one of the best professional decisions that I've ever made. The experience gave me a chance to connect deeply with like-minded leaders. Many have become my lifelong friends, right? Beyond the friendship, the experience was unforgettable. The program opened my network of influence like exponentially and gave me a fresh perspective on how I can really make an impact in my community. And I would urge each of you to have a similar experience. It is, you will not regret it.
That's super, Scott. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Super, Scott.
Dale?
Good morning. My name is Dale Ketchum. I work with Space Florida. I was part of the first class, 1986, when we first got started building this program. And back then it was like a first year of anything. We had our bumps and learning experiences, but it was still spectacular. I had grown up here. I've been here my whole life. Thought I was very familiar with Brevard County, and it really presents you with an opportunity to understand so much more about what makes this Brevard County what it is, what it needs to work, how it works, where it doesn't and needs work. It was a great opportunity to build a network that I still rely on these 40 years later. So it's been an extraordinary thing, one of the best things I've ever done in my life. So I'm really excited to encourage everybody else to do it.
Dale, thank you. Thank you. And, celebrating the 40th anniversary this year is so exciting to have many of you still from the earlier days involved now. And I think to our guests, that shows the longevity and the connections of the program over 40 years. Reem, what are your thoughts?
Good morning, everybody. So, as a Florida transplant, I mean, I'm going on almost 4 years now, but there's been a lot of that in our community, in our county, in Florida in general, but really in the last 5 years, a lot of people have moved to Florida, influxed, and I was one of those people. I was new to the area, new to the community, and Leadership Brevard really gave me that chance to connect with my community, to make those new friendships, new networks. So it helped me not only on a professional level, which Dale and Scott touched on, but also on a personal level. When you move, you need a community. We need that village. We need to know what's happening, how we can help, how we can give back. And really, Leadership Brevard gives you that lifelong connections, lifelong networks. I was from the best class ever, class of 2024. So very recent. And it was just the different people, that like-minded people that you connect with. Really showed me everything Brevard County has to offer, and also showed me where I can help the community, where I can impact it. So really, leadership is never a solo journey. It's about collaboration. It's about service. It's about showing up for your community. And if you want to know more about that, and if you want to really find out how you can help and how you can give back, this is truly the program for you.
Wow. Thank you, Reem. This is all unsolicited testimonials. These are not paid spokespersons. These are alumni of our Leadership Brevard program. And it absolutely makes me happy to hear your testimonials and how much this program has meant to you. So I know we have a couple people on the call as guests. and I would be delighted to entertain any questions that you may have about the program. We have a list of FAQs that we can run through if that is helpful. But Alan and whomever has joined us on the phone ending in 9282, we'd be delighted to hear from you. Any questions? Okay, so just for the purpose of the recording, and we're going to share this on our social media and on YouTube. I wonder if I can invite our alumni to kind of start at the top, and very quickly, we have about 4 minutes left. Run through the frequently asked questions that provide some additional information about the Leadership Brevard program. We are in the recruitment process now. The program does begin September 25th.
All right, so I'll start at the top of the FAQs, right? Who should apply for Leadership Brevard? Well, I think any professional looking to grow their own network, looking to get their business on the map. It's perfect for professionals who live and work in Brevard, but to Ream's point, transplants. There's no better way to get connected to your community in a very short period of time, help you build that village. Everybody needs a village. She said something I really liked. Leadership is not a one-player game. She didn't say it like that. I'm a nerd. Anyway, so if you're looking to grow as a leader, grow your business's branding and recognize, how they're recognized, strengthen your skills as a leader, connect with other leaders who are driven, who can inspire you, learn about different industries. I mean, this program is absolutely designed for you.
Kristen, if I could jump in, and
Of course.
as I want to do, go off script a little. I think what may be of most value, because if people are actually calling in because they have an interest, one of the big issues is how do I get my employer to give me the time off and help pay for the tuition? Because it's the time that's really the big.
Uh-huh.
And I think what is of value to the company by them making an investment by helping pay the tuition and giving you the time to really get into the program, because it's a commitment. And what is the value to that company? And the big part, in touching on what Scott just said, is enabling you to put down roots, because from the perspective of industry, there's a constant in the world I deal with of aviation and space, and there's constantly a concern that talent is going to get poached. And if you are able to go through Leadership Brevard, and participate in the program, nothing could better help you establish roots in this community, which will make you less likely to get poached by somebody who wants you to move to Austin or Charlotte or DC or elsewhere. So that's something I'd bring up to your employer. It enables you to build that network that we've referenced across the county, and that network can be deployed in the interests of your company. They might not care about it right now, but invariably, as a company grows and thrives, it's going to have issues locally, and they can rely on you to be someone to help them with that. It helps you understand the concerns that elected officials have, because, like, I'm usually going to them talking about space, but they're also having to deal with not just the space and defense and cruise industries, but less glamorous issues like wastewater and fire protection and waste management and prisons. These are issues that are critically important to the health of any community, and your understanding of that will better enable you to represent both yourself and the company that made an investment. And even if you're just doing it yourself, all of this has deep and profound personal benefit that I think is of value.
Great. Well, thank you for that, Dale. That's a very nice segue to an off-script conversation. We've just got a couple minutes. Again, I want to open up the opportunity for anyone who may be a guest on the call to ask any specific questions. Otherwise, we can certainly share with you our current enrollment list. And we are targeting a group of 60. So one of the benefits of Leadership Brevard is meeting 59 of your new best friends. And the hashtag that you've probably seen around the community, hashtag use the network. Several of our guests on the call have referred to the network that you build as a class participant. Is there one last FAQ, Reem, that you might want to touch on? And then we will.
Definitely. I think, Dale mentioned the connections and, Scott mentioned, why would you do this and, who's eligible, but we can touch on what is that commitment. They'll mention that there is a monetary commitment, time commitment. So the tuition is $3,500. The schedule, it's a monthly full day sessions. So you're looking between 9 to 4:30. Factor in some travel time in there. So it's an 8:30 to 4:30 day, I tell most people. It's at various sites across Brevard, which is great. So again, it gets you to see your county. Our county is very unique in that it's 70 miles long, even though it's only about 50 miles wide. So there's quite a lot of county to go to from north to south. So it really allows you to explore our county and everything it has to offer. The December session has half-day community volunteering class lunch. Attendance is required for all sessions. We understand life happens. Kristen and the team are fabulous in helping us navigate those things when they do happen as well. And then transportation, as I mentioned, be prepared to travel a little bit in our county, and then you provide your own travel. But I highly encourage it. You will truly enjoy it, and you will get to meet like-minded people and just truly meet different areas of your community and your county and explore what it can give back to you and what you can give back to it.
Super. Reem, thank you. Dale, thank you. Scott, thank you. To our team, Candace and Mackenzie, and to our guests, I hope that you've learned something else about Leadership Brevard and it has piqued your interest to enroll. Our phone number here at Lead Brevard is 321-632-8222, or you can visit our website, leadbrevard.org. for more information, but do feel free to reach out to any of us on that 321-632-8222 phone number, and we will be delighted to welcome you to the next best class of Leadership Brevard, the 40th anniversary class of 2026. Thank you all.